from this picture. So we also have the markup that marks him. And what it will do, it will run an image processing algorithm that will just remove this guy. How does it do? So it processes this image in steps. We don't start processing with the huge original image. It's easier to downscale it a couple of times. And then we get so-called image pyramids. So we have an original image on the bottom, then on top of it there is a double size downscaled image, and etc. And then we can start processing it, applying some filters from the top one. You see that the quality of it, because the resolution is really low, it's downscaled a couple of times, and then it gets sharper and sharper because we go in another level of this image pyramid. Yes, and in the end, eventually it should be just a sharp, good image. Oh. Keep moving the mic. Okay, so what we going to do with the durable function, we're going to emulate this process, how we would build this image pyramid. So what I have here, I have sources of durable functions, but you don't need it. If you want to use the durable functions, just use a NuGet package. I use this one to show what issues we have with durable functions. So if it breaks in the original code. And so I'm not going to be boring with watch me code stuff. It's I have prepared already some code here. We can increase this. So what we have here, we have HTTP trigger. It gets an get request, and it injects here orchestration client. Later on, we kind of simulate the input. It should be, of course, in the request. In original request, it's just a container name in our blob storage and original image and the markup image. And then we start our orchestration client. It will start the orchestration session. There is a orchestrator function name and the input. And then we immediately return a status response. It's a really handy one because, yeah, I will show you later what does it mean. And let's take a look at the orchestrator function. Orchestrator function is now, it should take the input, but I just hard-coded these images. Suppose we have this pyramid already with the image names, and then we want to apply some, let's say, blur filter to each of the images. So we will call activity function asynchronously. So when all these activity functions will process their images, we will collect the results and return it. So,
stupid question.
Of course.
Why do we need separate functions here? Why not just have one function which does this directly?
Because this we emulate. We can suppose that this function does something really heavy, and you don't want to run it in one application for in one function. You want to distribute the load. Each function will pick up a part of this load, will process it, return the results. Then you can process it.
So it's running in parallel, right?
Yes, it will run it in parallel, completely different functions.
Automatically.
Automatically.
It returns immediately if accepted.
It will return, yes, it will return the results, we will collect them, and we can do further processing of these results here. Yes?
Yeah, I have a question, but it's less about serverless, but the image processing technique that you're utilizing. So in that image, you were extracting the person.
Mm-hmm.
There were also some text there, like Chinese
Yes.
or Japanese characters. Do the same libraries and techniques that you utilize here, would they be enough if you wanted to extract the text?
Remove the text, you mean? Like we do with the person, we also want to
No, sort of do OCR.
OCR. No, what we saw here, it just was my side project. I just implemented this in painting stuff. So it's completely different algorithms. So that's how this orchestrator works. If we run it, it should start our local. Oops. And we don't have Azure Web Job storage in our settings, which is strange because we don't use storage here anywhere. Okay, let's just put it and make it happy. How to use it? Oh, that's handy. Okay. So I have here already settings file prepared with my storage account in it.
So you were ready.
Yes, I knew about it.
That's one of the parts of the talk, isn't it? The problems you run into.
Yeah. So it's here. Oop. Everyone's alive. Yeah. It takes long. Strange.
Are you sure it's not using any kind of storage? For example, where does the workflow orchestrator store any state when it's processing the workflow?
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh. Spoilers.
We knew all along.
Where is it? Oh no, it's the wrong one. Okay. Now it works, as you see. So if we will follow this URL, it will trigger our function. And this is the result of this check status response that it's returned. So we already can see the status. We can terminate the process if it's taken too long. So if we check the status, it says that it's completed. We can see what was the input and what is the output. So it's the output that we collected from 3 different functions. They did this processing.